Hey, what's up, guys? It is me, SPZO here. It's been a while since you guys have seen my face. Actually, if anything, you haven't seen my face since last year of 2021. And we're in April, so you haven't seen my face in about 3 months. You haven't really seen any properly long videos as of recent. I'm pretty sure all of you have noticed it's been pretty short videos as of recent. And I kind of want to. This video is kind of a way to explain all of that. But in simple reason, really, there isn't much to go over, but there is one big major factor which I'm gonna get into. But the many ones that's practically many people use this as it's not an excuse because really we are genuinely busy because at the end of the day we are human beings and we have lives. So yes, I have other things to do outside of YouTube. I'm not just like I don't think like I'm not putting aside my YouTube work, but I have other things to do. I have important things to do as well. And YouTube, whilst I love it, it has to come as something more of a hobby than it should be as a job, for me at least. And that's why I have to be focusing on other things in my life and like in terms of my health, my education, all that stuff. Really, that's a big reason why I haven't really been as active like making long term content. I mean, I've done it before many times of the year, so like you're probably wondering like why is this so different? Well, it's because it's the end of the year, and at the end of the year, things get to be a lot more tense and more difficult for students because more tests, more all of that really. But I mean, and then like I've just been busy being around with other friends around the community, honestly, and I've been voice acting for a lot of people which I genuinely appreciate doing. Like, honestly, it shows that I'm still around to this day, not quitting. And the reason why I make these short videos is because I want you guys to watch something while I'm like like, cause like these videos that I'm making that I want to work. I have many ideas for series. I have many ideas for all of this stuff. But they're gonna be long videos and they have to take time. So like I want to put some short videos out there for you guys so that way you guys know that listen, I haven't forgotten about you guys and I think about you guys all the time because I genuinely care about you guys. I genuinely love you guys. Like honestly. I make these videos, these short videos, just so that way like it's some form of entertainment. It may not be the entertainment that you're expecting, but it's something worthwhile to be keeping. And that's why I do it because I genuinely just care, but yeah, and I've been working on my other stuff, and I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. This is the big major factor of why I haven't really been making anything big as of recent. I have many big ideas, which hopefully will come out towards much later on in the year. But, yeah, it's mainly has to do with and you're probably wondering, like, stop motion is the biggest thing that is the reason why my channel is as big as it is right now. I know, it does, I do a lot of stop motion videos, and whatnot. And I have many friends from the community who do the same thing. I how should I say this and put this into light words? I don't feel like I'm burnt out from any of this at all. I don't. But I feel like ever since iMotion and Video Shop, just for some reason, like Video Shop would not accept any of iMotion's like videos that I make from like filming with them, and putting it into the app. I've had to use Stop Motion Studio, as you guys obviously know. Ever since that's happened, I don't know. I feel really confused. I feel lost really because and here's the thing. Stop Motion Studio is actually not really hard to use at all, especially because many people in the community, if not like practically almost everyone in the stop motion community, uses Stop Motion Studio. So really, for me to make the switch, it's not hard to do, but it just feels like how I first started out. And whilst maybe that isn't a bad thing, I look at this and after uploading the Dime Como Quieres Valentine's Day video, I look back at it and then I look back at the stuff that I had with iMotion. It doesn't feel the same. at all. And maybe, and of course it's not meant to feel the same because they're both completely different apps and they're both like completely different styles of me to animate. Maybe I'm just not used to the whole change thing. And no one's used to change, but if anything, I don't. I look at everyone else's content that I have friends with. I look at everyone else's stuff, and everyone else just feels like they're slowly graduating up of something worthwhile for themselves. Whilst for me, I look at my channel, and when I make stop motion, I feel like I'm not gradually improving with anything. I don't feel like I've improved at all since the past year. I feel like my content has been relatively the same. Nothing has progressed at all. I feel not burnt out. I feel so like I've fallen behind from so much stuff. And I don't know like what to think of it. I keep saying to my friends because and I keep saying to you guys that yes, there's gonna be Woo Crew stuff and there will be stuff. I promise you. I really want this to work. I want so much of it to work. I really do. And then making change to a stop motion app has to happen in order for everything else to like follow through. Then I'll make it happen, but I'm just I'm not satisfied with myself. I'm not satisfied with the direction it's going. And maybe yeah, change things up a bit, but the biggest change for me to make is like changing apps into stop motion studio. And stop motion studio, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm new to it. That's really it. But I just feel like I'm a newborn. Like I'm just an infantry. I don't feel like I've gotten any better with anything I've made. I'm not happy with what I've produced, and I feel like I could do better, but and then I look with what I have and I'm like, yes, we can work I can work with what I have. I'm not saying that I'm not satisfied with what I have and I can but I look at myself, like I look at my content, then I look at everyone else's, and maybe I shouldn't use that to compare because then that just puts me down more than anything. But I just feel so out of it. I don't feel like there's anything unique for myself. There's nothing unique out there that no one has ever done. I want my stuff to be good, and I don't feel like it's good enough for you guys to enjoy. I'm not saying that you guys are never dissatisfied, of course, and there's definitely criticism, and which I take into heart, I really do. But for myself, the biggest criticism is your biggest criticizer is yourself, and there's just something about looking at everyone else's stuff, and then I look at mine. I feel so I feel so dull. I feel so boring. I feel so unamusing with what I produce. It's not I don't feel like that what I do is it's good enough for you guys and I feel like such a letdown. I feel like such a letdown. And I feel so lost out of it. I contemplate every time when I go up and make a film a video and I don't know every time I click on and I take the pictures for the video and I look back at it, I always think, is this even good enough for any of you guys to even care anymore? Because I don't know if you guys are going to like it. I'm not quitting stop motion at all. I love doing stop motion. I just don't know if I can live up to expectations anymore. I don't know if what I'm able to do is good enough anymore. Times change, and we as people change with it. And it only goes up further and further out from there. But I don't know if I can keep up with the changes. I don't want to quit with anything I've done. But I also don't want to feel like a letdown. And I feel like the more I continue, the more I'm just putting myself down, and the more I put everyone else's expectations lower and lower and lower and lower. I don't feel like I'm good enough anymore. It's just simple as that. And I want to feel good enough. I want you guys to enjoy what I make. I want you guys to like it. Not because I say it, but because I genuinely do a good job at it. And I don't know how to feel. Yes, I have friends that say they can help me with the stop motion studio stuff, and I appreciate it. And like, don't get me wrong, I really do appreciate it. But I look around and it's just not the same. For me at least. I don't know what to do. I'm just so lost out of it. Way more lost than I'm upset of it, but I don't know. I just look back at all my stuff I used to make in the past. I just need to vent. I need to do something at least. It has to work. It has to for you guys. And I promise you guys, it will. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.